1 Samuel 24. Now it happened when Saul had returned from following the Philistines, that it was told him, saying, "Take note, David is in the wilderness of En-gedi." Then Saul took 3,000 chosen men from all Israel and went to seek David and his men on the rocks of the wild goats. So he came to the sheepfolds by the road, where there was a cave, and Saul went in to attend to his needs. David and his men were staying in the recesses of the cave. So, some people might miss what's happening here. It's very comical. So, Saul's pursuing David, right? And David's hiding out. And so when the Bible very discreetly says in verse 3, there was a cave and Saul went in to attend to his needs, it means that he had to go to the bathroom. So that's the situation. David and his men were staying in the recesses of the cave. So out of all the places in the wilderness where he could have gone, he goes into a cave where David and all of his men are hiding. Then the men of David said to him, "This is the day of which the Lord said to you, Behold, I will deliver your enemy into your hand, that you may do to him as it seems good to you." And David arose and secretly cut off a corner of Saul's robe. So this is how close they are. Saul is squatting down in the cave, and David is right there. So close that he cuts off a corner of his robe, and Saul doesn't even know that he's there. So that's the personal space that they're in this story. So he goes in to go to the bathroom. David's people are telling David, "Kill him. I mean, he doesn't know you're there. While he's going to the bathroom, you could strike him dead." But David uses wisdom. He's like, "I'm not going to kill him like that, but I am going to cut off a piece of his robe." Why did he do that? We're about to find out. Now it happened afterward that David's heart troubled him because he had cut Saul's robe. And he said to his men, "The Lord forbid that I should do this thing to my master, the Lord's anointed, to stretch out my hand against him, seeing he is the anointed of the Lord." So that's why David didn't kill him, is he's waiting on God. He's waiting on God to officially remove Saul as king and to officially make David the king. So David restrained his servants with these words and did not allow them to rise against Saul. And Saul got up from the cave and went on his way. So Saul goes to the bathroom, none the wiser. He doesn't know that anybody saw him in the cave. He doesn't know David could have killed him. He doesn't know David cut off a piece of his robe. David also arose afterward, went out of the cave, and called out to Saul. So by this time, there's a distance between Saul and David. So he's like, "Hey!" David arose afterward, went out of the cave, and called out to Saul, saying, "My lord the king." And when Saul looked behind him, David stooped with his face to the earth and bowed down. David is showing respect for a man that's trying to murder him. And David said to Saul, "Why do you listen to the words of men who say, 'Indeed, David seeks your harm'? Look, this day your eyes have seen that the Lord delivered you today into my hand in the cave, and someone urged me to kill you. But my eyes spared you, and I said, I will not stretch out my hand against my Lord, for he is the Lord's anointed. Moreover, my father, see the corner of your robe in my hand." So he just used that piece of the robe to prove to Saul, this is how close I was to you. If I could cut the corner of your robe, I could have cut you. I could have killed you. For in that I cut off the corner of your robe and did not kill you, know and see that there is neither evil nor rebellion in my hand, and I have not sinned against you. Yet you hunt my life to take it. Let the Lord judge between you and me, and let the Lord avenge me on you. but my hand shall not be against you. He's saying, God will take care of you, but I'm not going to be the one to do it. God will. As the proverb of the ancients says, wickedness proceeds from the wicked, but my hand shall not be against you. After whom has the king of Israel come out? Whom do you pursue? A dead dog, a flea? Therefore let the Lord be judge, and judge between you and me, and see and plead my case, and deliver me out of your hand. So it was when David had finished speaking these words to Saul, that Saul said, Is this your voice, my son David? And Saul lifted up his voice and wept. Then he said to David, You are more righteous than I, for you have rewarded me with good, whereas I have rewarded you with evil. And you have shown this day how you have dealt well with me. For when the Lord delivered me into your hand, you did not kill me. For if a man finds his enemy, will he let him get away safely? Therefore may the Lord reward you with good for what you have done to me this day. And now I know indeed that you shall surely be king, and that the kingdom of Israel shall be established in your hand. Therefore swear now to me by the Lord that you will not cut off my descendants after me, and that you will not destroy my name from my father's house. So David swore to Saul, and Saul went home, but David and his men went up to the stronghold.